Hello, hello. Welcome back to the last thing for Friday, February 25th. Basically, a few problems just to practice what we just did. Let me just erase these. Now, let's start with the first one. Which three-dimensional figure, all these are three-dimensional figures, so we're good with there, has 5 faces, 8 edges, and 5 vertices? Now, my first question is, what's 5 faces? ¿Qué quiere decir eso? What does that mean? Well, what it means is literally each face, each side, each visually something that can be seen, completely cover one side, and then, well, a face. This is a face. This is a face. This is another one. This is another one. So we're looking for 5 faces for 5 faces from one of these three-dimensional shapes, three-dimensional figures. ¿Cuál tiene 5 caras? Ahora, let's see how many faces this one has. How many faces does this one have? Well, we have 2 on the top. I'm sorry, 2. 1 in the top and 1 in the bottom. How many do we have in the sides? We have the back, you have the 2 sides, and the 1 in the front. How many is that in total? So faces for this one is 6. Right away, this one is wrong. But just to make sure we cover it completely, let's go over it. It says we want 8 edges. What are edges? ¿Qué quiere decir eso? What does that mean? Edges. What edges means is the lines. How many lines does it have? Well, right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I counted it again just to make sure that I jumped one and I got confused. Edges is 12. 12 líneas de estas. 12 lines. We're looking for 8. So it's wrong for 2 occasions. 5 vertices. What does 5 vertices mean? ¿Qué quiere decir eso? Vertices. Well, what vertices means is each corner. How many corners does it have? Is it 5? I don't think so. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Entonces, vertices son 8. This is wrong in so many ways. It's not 5 faces, it's 6. Not 12 edges, it's 8. And not 5 vertices is 8 as well. Now this is a T. Let me just change it to look like an X. Ahora, last question, I think is the most important of all. What's this shape right here? What does it look like? And you can use your paper because the students in the class used it as well. What is that name? Okay, you got it. It's a cube. Now this one, what is this one right here? Gotta look at all the sides to know what it is. This is a rectangle, rectangle. The top is a rectangle, and the bottom is a rectangle. These also look like a rectangle. So I think we're going to have rectangular at the very front, the first part of our name. And if it has two bases, what does that make it? A pyramid or a prism? Exacto, a prism. It has two bases, so it is a prism. Ahora, how many faces does this one have? Bueno, pues vamos a ver, mira. Los lados, 1 and a 2. The top, the bottom, the front, and the back. How many faces was that? I think 6, correct? Yeah. Ahora, how many edges? Vamos a ver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 y 12. Ahí está. Oh, I think it's very, very similar to the one at the top. We did it at the top. I think we should get the same thing. Just a different size, right? This is a square and this is a rectangle. But it's basically the same thing. Casi lo mismo. How many vertices? Ahora vamos a checar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Entonces, vertices son 8. This is wrong. Again, the same as these. These two are the same thing, basically. But this one is a rectangular prism, and this one is a cube. Esa es la diferencia. That's the difference. What is this one right here? What's the base for it? What do we have less of? What shape? Well, what shapes do we have? We have triangle, and we have, what's this right here? A square. It looks like it, right? I want to say it's a square. What do we have less of? Squares or triangles? Squares. Entonces se va a llamar enfrente a square. Now, how many bases does it have? Just one, right? And the shape it has, the form it has, pretty sure you already know that it is a pyramid. One base means it's a pyramid. Likewise for this one. A square pyramid. Now, how many faces does it have? Pues vamos a checar. Let's see. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Por fin. Yeah. 5 faces. How many edges? ¿Cuántos lados? Well, let's see. A ver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are they looking for? 8. So there we go. We're good for now. For right now, we're good. Ahora, how many vertices? ¿Cuántos esquinas? How many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Entonces, vertices, 5. Are they looking for 5, 8, 5? Yes, they are. So this might be a maybe. Let's just check this last one just in case, First of all, what's its name? What's its base? Well, yeah, this is the base. What shape is it? Triangle. So we're going to have to do triangular. Now, here's my question. What do you think? Is it going to be a prism or a pyramid? but it just has one face and it has one little corner at the very top that everyone's touching, then it is a pyramid. Has one base. How many faces does it have? Bueno, vamos a checar. A ver. One, the two sides, and the back. I think that is 4 faces. So this is going to be wrong because we're looking for 5 faces. One little face makes it wrong. How many edges? Just to check. How many edges? Bueno, vamos a checar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 edges. How many vertices? ¿Cuántos puntos? I think that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we looking for 4, 6, 4? No, we are not. So our answer's C. Perfecto. Hope you got that as well. The rest, they should be much, much easier to do. Now, this one is basically you're trying to figure out which one it is. They are giving you the net. Identify the 3-dimensional figure that can be formed from this net. You can try to deduce what it is by looking at the paper and finding the net that looks exactly like this. Or you can think about it like this. What do we have less of? Less of what shape? What shapes do we have? Well, we have triangles and rectangles. But, you don't have to write this. But which one do we have less of? Triangles. How many do we have? Dos. So I know what we have less of, that makes this name triangular, but I don't know what. How many bases do I have? Dos. Boom, 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 boom. That means 2 bases. It's going to be a pyramid or a prism. Exacto, a prism. Entonces, what's my answer? D. Muy bien. Next one. Vámonos. Hey. Not next page, next one. Ooh, this is going to be easy, guys. Easy. Identify the 3-dimensional figure that can be formed from this net. Ahora, what shapes do we have? Triangle. And what do you think this is? Square or a rectangle? Rectangle, muy bien. What do we have less of? Rectangles, okay. How many bases do I have? 1 or 2? Well, I think we just have a 1 rectangle. So that means we just have a 1 base. 1 base means what? We're going to have a prism or a pyramid. What is the shape again? Rectangle, so it's going to be rectangular. What do you think? Prism or pyramid? 1 base means, it's going to be a pyramid. Because 1 base, all of them covering that just 1 base, when you put them together, they're going to touch each other. It's going to look like a pyramid. It's going to look like a house. Rectangular pyramid, that's your answer. Perfecto. Ooh, this one. Identify the 3-dimensional figure that can be formed from this net. Now, this one, hopefully you can see what it should look like. And basically, if you draw it, should look like this. Sort of like that. It's not that good looking, to be honest. Sort of like that again. What is this? What is this shape right here? Come on. There we go. Maybe look for the net for that shape. And you can pause the video anytime just to test yourself out. This is a cone. Which two figures have the same number of faces? Number 5. Well, the first thing that I would do if I were you, I would draw the shapes. That way I can see how many faces it has. Rectangular pyramid. What's going to be my base for this one? Rectangle. So let me do a rectangle. Pyramid means what? Now that means that they're all going to touch just one point. How many faces is this? Well, we have the back, we have the front, the two sides, and the very bottom, that's 5 faces for the rectangular pyramid. How about the triangular prism? Ooh, prism means there's going to be 2 of them. So 1, 2, we connect the dots. How many faces? Well, we have the 2 bases, of course. 3, 4, and the bottom 5. 5 faces. What? Which 2 figures have the same number of faces? Do these have the same number of faces? Yeah, they do. Well, this could be our answer right away. Awesome. Rectangular prism. That means there's going to be 2 of them. Lo juntamos. How many faces? Well, we have the 2, the front and the back, and we have the 4 surrounding them. Top, bottom, the sides. That's 6 faces. What about the triangular pyramid? Well, pyramid means what? Just going to have 1 base. That's exactly right. Pyramid means ajuntar todo. This has bottom, side, and the front. That's 4 faces. Do these have the same number of faces? No, they do not. A cube. A ver, vamos a ver un cube. Necesito dos cubos. Y juntarlos. How many faces is that? Oh, we have the top, bottom, and the 4 sides. That's 6 faces. Rectangular pyramid means we have a rectangle, dot, and everyone touches that dot. How many faces? We have the base, just 1, and 4 surrounding them. 5 faces. Are these the same number of faces? Nope. Last one, triangular pyramid. Triangular pyramid means base of a triangle, and everyone touches that triangle. How many faces is that? I think we already did that. Bottom, front, side, and side. 4 faces. And last one, triangular prism. I think they're going to be different. Boom, y boom. How many faces is that? Now let me draw it again. It's a little bit weird looking. Not going to lie. Y vámonos. We have the 2 in the front and the back. And the 3 sides, los 3 lados. Side, and bottom. That's 5 faces. So that means no, they are not the same. The only one that's the same was the very first one, actually. That's pretty cool. Which of these statements best describes a rectangular pyramid? Now, you can pause the video, as I said, and you can try to draw it first before I do. Rectangular pyramid means this is going to be the base. That's what you draw first. A little dot, and everyone touches that dot. There we go. That's my house right there. Ahora, let's read the first one. It has 4 rectangular faces. Does it have 4 rectangular faces? No. just has one that is the base, and that's it. So no, this is wrong. Has 4 triangular faces. A ver, we have the back, the front, side, and side. How many is that? 4 faces. Uh-oh. Maybe 4 triangular faces. Maybe. Has a pair of parallel rectangular faces. Parallel rectangular faces means we should have 2 rectangles that are in the same parallel dimension in a way. They're not touching each other. And we have 2 of them that go like this forever. They never touch. If we had a rectangular prism, yeah, that would work. But we don't even have 2 rectangles. To have a pair of parallel rectangles, we need another rectangle. We just have one. We don't have a pair. So this is wrong in so many ways. Vámonos. Has 5 edges. Vamos a checar. Does it have 5 edges? I think it's going to have more. But a ver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're going to have more. This is wrong. Y la correcta es la B. Triangular faces. Number 7. The top, front, and side views of a solid figure made of cubes are shown below. Esto es el lado. This is what should look on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should look in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this should be in the back. On the top, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First, let's check the side. The easiest, the smallest number might be the easiest. If you were to look for it from a side, do we have 4? Yeah. So for now, this one is fine. Let's leave it alone. For this one, for the side, just 4. Do we have 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Órale. It's in between A and C. Vamos a checar. The front should have 7. A ver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I was like, wait, what? This is wrong. But yeah, we already crossed this out. Sorry about that. This is wrong. We're looking for 7. Number C. A ver, vamos a checar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And just to check, the top should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Number 8. Which of the following nuts could form a triangular pyramid? Híjole. Triangular pyramid. Well, I think it would be beneficial to first of all draw the triangular pyramid. So what's the base? A triangle. Then a little dot right here. Connect them all. Okay. Triangular pyramid means they're all going to be triangles. The base is going to be a triangle. There's 1, the front, 2 sides, 4 faces. Okay, let's check. Does this one have 4 triangles? No, it's not. It does have it at base, but not 4 triangles. So this is wrong. Does this have a square for the base? No, it says triangular. If we had a square, just one square, yeah, that would be the base. But in this case, the base is triangular. Entonces, no, this is wrong as well. Triangular base, and we have all triangles. Okay, maybe. Now this one It has two triangles. Huh. What would be different with this one? If it has two triangles, this is the lesser shape, the lesser amount of shapes. So this is the base, but it has two bases. If it has two bases, what is this? Yes, correct. This would be a triangular, pero prism, not pyramid. So this is wrong, and the correct answer is letters. Pretty cool. Yadira completely wrapped a three-dimensional object in her shop glass with metallic foil with no overlap. Shape of the foil is shown below. Which of the following best describes three-dimensional shape object that Yadira wrapped? Okay, so what are my bases? What do we have less of? And my triangles, correct. So that's what we have less of. That's the base, and that's the name. Triangular, right away. There's three rectangles, there's two triangles. So the name's going to be triangular. ¿Qué podemos quitar? La F y la H. 50-50 shot. But we have two bases. Dos bases. What does that mean? Is it going to be a prism or a pyramid? Prism. This is your answer. This is easy. That's easy. Which of the following cannot, let me even make it red, cannot be used to create a cylinder? Well, what difference do you see between these? A ver, vamos a ver. Circle, rectangle in between, circle. Circle, rectangle in between, circle. Circle, rectangle in between, circle. Circle, rectangle on the side, circle. In both of its sides, actually. So what do you think is different? I'll give you a second to think about it before I say the answer. Pretty sure you guessed it. This one does not have the rectangle in between both. All the rest do. In between both. In between both. This one just broke the rules and say, you know what? No, I'm not going to follow you guys. So this is my answer. Híjole, qué padrísimo. Which net can be used to create an hexagonal prism? Híjole, qué padre. Hexagonal prism, what does that mean? It's going to be my base. Hexagon, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Conectar todo. Well, I have how many rectangles? Well, I have the top, bottom, side, 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 side. How many rectangles should I have? And you can check your paper. I should have, well, how many sides do I have in the hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means I should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe. Ya puede ser, a lo mejor. Maybe. How many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the sixth one? We need a sixth one. Está mal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrong again. And it's actually wrong in so many ways. This is not a hexagon. This has 5 sides. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a pentagon, not even a hexagon. So this is wrong twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there we go. Then what is wrong with it? Because there's 5. 5 sides means This is not a hexagon. This is a what? Pentagon. So eso es lo que está mal. My correct answer is A. Ahora, this one right here. Which three-dimensional figure is represented by the net shown below? What shapes do I have? Triangle y ¿qué más? Rectangle con ganas. Okay. What do I have less of? A rectangle. So what is going to be the first part of my name? Rectangular something. I don't know what, but rectangular something. How many bases do I have? Just one? Okay. If I just have... What I have less of are the rectangles. That means that's the base, that's the name. How many bases? Just one base. Una base. What does that mean? This going to be a prism or a pyramid? You guessed it. It's pyramid. Good job. So it's going to be rectangular pyramid, not triangular. Rectangular pyramid. There we go. Last one. Which three-dimensional figure is represented by the net shown below? Bueno, pues aquí, what do I have less of? What shapes do I have, actually? That's my question. I have triangles and rectangles. What do I have less of? Triangles, so this is going to be triangular something. It's either going to be prism or pyramid. There's nothing more to it. Nada en que perderse. Ahora, how many bases do I have? 2 bases. That means what? This is going to be a prism. So this is my answer. And we're done with the lesson. That's all you had to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. And take care. Have a nice one. And until next time. Try first, try hard. No excuses. Mr. Mijares signing off.